Do you think that Congressman Florio, candidate Florio, made a mistake in suggesting at the time that he had a very large lead in the polls that he didn't see any need to tinker with the income tax during the course of the campaign?
I never judge campaigns because I found that many times the rhetoric in the campaign gets amended and changed a bit. It's Brendan Burns' famous line, I'm not going to, I was never got, no, his famous line was, you misunderstood me. I said I would never raid Texas. And I think that is a notion of revise your campaign statement at a later date. I think candidate governor. Mm-hmm. Tom Kean was a supply side Reagan Republican. By January, he was a moderate Rockefeller Republican of the New Jersey color. Jim Florio, a Democrat, scared to death that he's going to get strapped as a Democrat with taxes. Realizes he's got a huge fiscal problem as governor-elect and governor. Reality settles in, and that's usually what happens to these guys.
Were you aware of any back-channel conversations or any conversations of any sort that were taking place between the incoming Florio team and the outgoing Kean team about trying to resolve some of the fiscal issues that were facing the state before Governor Kean left?
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about the texts of those conversations?
I will just say that I was brought into transition because I was the head budget guy for the Democrats in the legislature, and I knew Jim. I was in the transition in the distinct minority of the approach to fiscal issues. And I believed that we should, whatever Governor Kean was willing to do, we should let him do. And whatever actions he was going to take, which I would later learn from as treasurer and then in transition when the Whitman administration came in, is that, with the right relationship with the outgoing governor, enormous things can happen during gubernatorial transitions. Transitions are treated, except by a few of us who appreciate. Transitions are the most important time of the first 4 years of a gubernatorial term. Mm. And they tend to be treated as a chance to fill cabinet spots and get people jobs. And it is the last freedom time you have. Mm-hmm. And you have a lot of maneuver room. And I am a great believer, and was then and to this day, that they pay far too little attention to transitions, gubernatorial campaigns. Usually they bring in a bunch of campaign people who are exhausted and whatever. And what you need is a group of people who are going to then work with the incoming governor to do what they have to do. You only need 2 cabinet officers the day you get sworn in. Attorney General and Treasurer. One to say, no, you can't do that because it's against the law, and the other one to withhold the money. And then you control the entire state government. So this rush to appoint people while not thinking about how you want to be governor and do governor. And I think a lot of people, this isn't a criticism of Jim Florio. I think I've watched this time and time again. You got to get your feet under, and boy, it's the last time you can get your feet under you before the white hot light turns on you and you have to act as
well, and it becomes dealing with the crisis of the day rather than with the bigger picture issues.
Right, and he had a real crisis coming in. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was not trumped up, it was not made up, it was real, and it was huge.